Hi, my name is Grace, and this is the Weekly Roundup. Hi guys, it's Grace here. Just a reminder that I have an amazing event for Humanity Forward Houston. We were donated these 64 cases of water, which is around 1,000 water bottles, to my house from Represent Us Texas. They are a nonpartisan nonprofit group that is all about trying to push candidates and actions that will provide fair elections all across America. It's particularly in Texas. And so we're teaming up with them, and we'll be passing out water bottles that say Integrity Water, certified nonpartisan H2O, quenching Texas voters' thirst for fair elections. Super cute, super awesome. And so that's in line with our Humanity First, Humanity Forward values. So help me. I need all the volunteers I can. I'll be sending out all the polling locations of where we're going to be passing out waters to people in line on Election Day, Tuesday, November 3rd, probably like 2 hours before the polls close, or where they don't let any more people in line, which is around like 7 p.m. And so then I will be sending out all of the locations that we're going to be dropping off water to. Please, 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 please come out. I'd love to see you there. I need to get rid of these water bottles from my house. There's too many boxes. All right. Bye, guys. I will see you, right? Yes, I will.
Welcome to Yang Speaks, one of the first candidates we endorse, Donna Imam, out of Texas's 31st district, which is the Austin surrounding area. Welcome, Donna.
Hey, thank you so much for having me, Andrew. It's always so exciting to talk to you. I love your perspective on things, and the way you talk about them so simply on Twitter is really amazing.
And you ran as a first-time candidate and shocked everyone when you won the Democratic primary, in part because turnout surged well beyond anything that had happened before. And now you're in position to track down and beat the incumbent in a purplish area. Tell us about how your district has changed and what you've seen on the ground over the last number of weeks.
Well, first of all, Andrew, I have to give it to you and your team. You are kind of the lone trailblazer when it comes to looking at Texas and recognizing how critical our race is to turning Texas blue. So when I talk about turning Texas blue, my district, as you mentioned, is North Austin and all of its suburbs. So it encompasses all of Williamson County and almost all of Bell County, other than 3 precincts, which are in Texas 25. And what I've been talking about, as you know, is that more than 65,000 new voters, new people moved into this district. They tend to be younger families with children. They tend to vote Democrat. And here's the interesting thing. We just, October 5th is the last day to register to vote in Texas. And so we got the voter registration numbers from Williamson County and Bell County. And guess what? Over this last 2 years, since 2018, we had an increase of about exactly 65,000 new voters that registered. Imagine that. This race was lost in 2018 by only 2.9%, happened to be 8,000 votes at the time. But here's the kicker of this story that you're gonna love. Right now, across entire Texas, if you look at the top 30 most populated counties, Williamson County has the highest voter turnout. How amazing is that? And remember, in the primary, we talked about how we increased, the primary turnout by 233% in the primary and 257% in the runoff. And we were like, that shows a lot of enthusiasm amongst Democrats. And we're seeing that play out right now. And I hope this stays alive all through the first, the 3 weeks of early voting that we have. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I think we have this amazing opportunity at flipping this district blue. And believe it or not, Andrew, you put us on the map, on the national map.
Oh, that's so kind, Donna. You put yourself on the map by getting out there and making the case to the folks in your community. let's talk about trying to get cash relief into people's hands. Your race is very important. I couldn't agree more, Donna. If someone wants to help you get out the vote or volunteer in some way, how do they best reach you, or can they find out more?
Please go to our website, sign up at votefordonna.com and sign up to Phone Bank. We are trying to touch every single voter in different ways, whether that's through, sending them a piece of mail or leaving literature, but also having a conversation with them. So help us have those conversations. We want to get every single person out to vote. We want to make sure that they understand that when they vote, they are in charge of their future. We want to put everybody's future in their hands so they can make a determination. Come out and phone bank for us. And if you can donate, please donate. We would love to have your support. We're one of the, most grassroots campaign you could imagine. We have tens of thousands of donations, and our average donation is less than $50, if you can imagine. I can literally count the number of people that have maxed out on our campaign. So imagine that. This weekend, we're trying to do a big lit drop in Bell County to make sure people know what our campaign is all about, the solutions that we're bringing that talks to the challenges of Latino Americans and Hispanic Americans and Mexican Americans and Black Americans. Bell County is a majority minority district. So if you can help us out, donate $5, $10, it helps us support our poll greeters, get them Donna literature as they're walking in, so they know and they go in informed and they can vote Donna. So we would love to have your help, and hopefully you'll have some wonderful representation, someone that you can be really proud of, policies that you can really get behind.
If you have not voted early, Humanity Forward has endorsed 2 more North Texas candidates for you to consider: Candace Valenzuela in Texas 24th and Lulu Sekali in Texas 3rd. Here's what Andrew Yang has to say about Candace. Candace Valenzuela is an educator and leader who has been helping improve people's lives for years. The daughter of Army veterans, Candace persevered through many challenges, becoming the first in her family to graduate from college, and later the first Latina and African American woman to serve on her local school board. Candace has been a champion of funding for local schools and STEM education. Now, she's taking her spirit of perseverance to Congress, where she'll fight to get monthly stimulus checks out to every American family during this crisis. Let's help her get there. I wanted to pause and tell you guys about my personal story with Candace. In May of 2019, I gave my first candidate pitch about Andrew Yang to the Capel Democratic Club. I had never given a stump speech before, so I was very nervous about what to say. The club president snuck me into the program at the last minute, so I only had 5 minutes to speak. It just so happened that the scheduled main guest speaker for the night was Candace Valenzuela. Her speech was very candid and straightforward. Her husband was present with their 1-year-old baby wrapped in their chest baby carrier. She struck me as a very normal person with a loving family, running because she cares about her home and wants life to be better for her community. When the meeting adjourned, I had a chance to talk to Candace briefly, and she let me speak to her about Andrew Yang. She already knew a little bit about Andrew Yang, but she let me give my testimony on why this race was important to me. As we were talking, she opened her phone and donated to Andrew Yang's campaign there at the event. Candace was literally the first person I talked to who donated to the campaign after I talked to her about Andrew Yang. Now, granted, she also donated to a few other candidates who were running at the time, but still, the fact that she took the time to listen to me and took action to support an underdog movement like ours, that was all the proof I needed to know that she was a genuine person who listens to people and cares about her community. When you head to the polls, I encourage you to think about Candace Valenzuela in Texas 24th, and think about all the people like her who are running because they're tired of the unsolved problems in their community and just want to make a small contribution toward improving the lives of our neighbors, our family, and our children. There are 7 total Humanity Forward candidates in Texas. Of course, there's our favorite, Donna Imam, in Texas' 31st Congressional District. Other Humanity Forward endorsements include Lulu Sekali in Texas 3rd, Julie Oliver in Texas 25th, Veronica Escobar in Texas 16th, Shri Kulkarni in Texas 22nd, and Stephen Daniel in Texas 6th. That's our weekly roundup. Here is your rundown of everything you need to know. Sign up to support Represent Us' effort to keep people in line on election night. Sign up in Houston to help Grace distribute integrity water at humanityforwardtexas.org/integrity. Watch the field update from Andrew Yang and Donna Imam at the link in the video description. You can find a full list of Humanity Forward endorsements at movehumanityforward.com/endorsements. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment to let us know what you think. Please share this video to let your friends and family know what we're up to, and subscribe to catch our next episode. Stay connected with everything the Yang Gang is up to in Texas by following Humanity Forward Texas on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can sign up for our newsletter on our website and become a volunteer by going to humanityforwardtexas.org. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.